Welcome to the Minnesota Twins franchise, everybody. I know it's been a while for this series. I haven't posted this in a while, but I want to get back to it to finish out year 2, and afterwards I might take a short break from the series because MLB 18 is right around the corner, and it'd be great to start a new season with the new game. But essentially here in year 2, we were a pretty good team for a while, and since the All-Star break, the magic that we had in the first half of the year has disappeared. We were winning a lot of games early, the close ones especially. We had a top 10 pitching staff by a lot of ratings. We had a lot of young pitchers doing well. We had Irvin Santana doing a great job. Even our bullpen was shining. So it looked like this could be a team headed for the postseason. But then injuries began to pile up, and we started losing these close games we found a way to win earlier in the year. Since the All-Star break, the Twins are just 17-27 and 10-17 in the month of August. This is not when you want to be falling flat because there's no time to recover. We opened today's episode with a 66-66 record. It's better than where we were last season, but based on how the first half of the year went, this is pretty disappointing to be in this spot. Yunel Escobar has become the surprise of the year on offense, becoming our most reliable hitter, having many long hitting streaks and hitting over 300 at this point. Our bullpen with Jake Reed and Buddy Boshears has done a good job, although not as much lately, and our young pitchers, Gonzalez, Alvarez, and Romero, have all struggled since the All-Star break. We are currently 5 games out of the wild card hunt, so it's not inconceivable for us to get back in it. And with 10 straight home games, it's now or never for the Twins. So here we go, Twins and Yankees to begin this episode with Jesse Chavez on the mound. Since he came back from injury, he's been really good. But here's a Yankees team that's given us problems for many years. Michael Brantley starts off here. They signed him away from Cleveland, which we don't mind that happening. And he grounds it to Joe Mauer on the first at-bat of the game. Here's Jacoby Ellsbury for New York, 0-1 count, and Chavez nails the corner with the changeup and follows that up with the two-seam fastball off the plate, and Ellsbury swings and misses. Masahiro Tanaka on the mound for New York, so you know it's going to be a challenge for us, an offense that hasn't played well in a couple months, and now we have to face a dominant pitcher who's having a great season, and you could tell early on he was on his game. The splitter, then the fastball to get Buxton to strike out. Then our leader, Yunel Escobar, gets underneath one, but that isn't going to go very far. Shallow in center for Ellsbury, followed by Joe Mauer in the 3 spot. Another fastball on the corner. Tanaka gets 2 strikeouts looking in the first frame. Top of the second now for New York. And here's a line drive into right by Starlin Castro as the Yankees register the game's first hit. Brett Gardner up next. There's the fastball, and he's able to hold back. But then a changeup by Chavez. He gets ahead in the count. And the cutter inside. Swing and a miss from Brett Gardner. How about Aaron Judge, who's batting 7th for the Yankees? Big swing and miss on the changeup. No chance at hitting that. So it's up to Mateo in the 9 spot. With 2 aboard, he grounds it to third base, and Escobar will end the inning. Let's go bottom 2 now, and the cleanup spot has been Kenny Vargas, and he sees the splitter on the outside corner. He'll argue the call to no avail. Tanaka punishing these Twins hitters on the corner, but Eddie Rosario does hit one into center for the Twins' first base hit. Then it's Max Kepler going right back up the middle, past Tanaka into center. Twins get 2 aboard now. Can they get something going? Brian Pena gets the start. He's done really well this year as an underrated signing, but he's going to have trouble with that splitter. Tanaka continuing to dominate and then jamming Pena on the lazy fly ball. That'll end the inning. Both teams get 2 runners aboard but can't do anything with it. Let's go top 3 now. 2-0 count for Michael Brantley, who sends one past third base into the wall. That is a double for the Yankee leadoff hitter. That brings up Gary Sanchez a couple batters later, who delivers a single into center, and Michael Brantley gets the game's first run. Jesse Chavez trying to keep it to only 1. Here's Greg Bird with a 2-0 count, and a perfect double play ball for Minnesota. They have turned so many of these this season. That's part of what made us so good early on. We just had great defense and made all the necessary plays. Meanwhile, the Twins just struggling to do anything off of Tanaka. When he's not nailing the corner, they were just making easy plays for the defense. Let's go 4th inning now. A base hit here for the Yankees. This is Brett Gardner aboard. And then Aaron Judge struck out the first time. Fouls off the fastball to keep this going. But the 0-2 curveball gets him swinging once again. Second strikeout for Aaron Judge. 2 down here for the Yankees. Trevor Plouffe, the ex-Twin, trying to do some damage against his former team, but he's going to fly out in shallow right field. Bottom for Minnesota, just 2 hits to this point, and Tanaka cruising through these innings, and he continues to paint the corners. Mauer trying to battle and put together a good at-bat. 2-2 fly ball left center field, and it stays in and is catchable for Jacoby Ellsbury. Here's Kenny Vargas next. 1-0 turns into a 2-0 count as he takes the fastball high. Then Vargas gets a pitch to hit and doesn't waste it. Line drive, left center field, beating the shift and getting over the fence. A strong swing from Kenny Vargas, and the Twins tie the game with the solo home run. We haven't seen much of that lately. We don't have a lot of power hitters healthy in the lineup, but that was a big one from Vargas, his 13th of the year. Let's go into the 5th inning now. Chavez doing a pretty good job as well, trying to keep the pitch count down. And there is another strikeout, working the breaking ball on the outside. Good work there. With 2 down. Chavez looking to shut this inning down. And how about this breaking ball on the inside corner? A great pitcher duel between Chavez and Tanaka as we go bottom 5. Eduardo Escobar lines one through the right side, and the Twins get another base runner. Starting to find a little offense off of Tanaka. Then Nico Goodrum, the young infielder, grounds it to short, and he gets doubled up rather easily. Through 5, 1 apiece. Into the 6th, 0-2 count with 2 down, and this is Chavez getting the chopper. And that concludes the top of the 6th inning. Great start for Jesse Chavez. And we go bottom of the inning now. Byron Buxton trying to get something going at the top of the order. But Tanaka blows a slider right by him as Buxton swings through it. It's up to Mauer here in the 6th. Tanaka nails the corner but doesn't get the call. And then misses a little inside here with the curveball. Mauer stays patient, draws it full, but the fastball is too hot to handle. Mauer strikes out. Both pitchers great, but Chavez had to use a few more pitches in his first 6 innings, so he lasts 6 1/3, and the Twins call on the young reliever Jake Reed, who's had really a Rookie of the Year season, I believe. 1-2 count here to Aaron Judge, who gets tied up and strikes out for the 3rd time in the game. It's Plouffe here with 2 down, full count. Circle change is fouled off, and then Reed loses him. He does have that tendency to sometimes lose his command. But it's all good for Minnesota as the lazy fly ball concludes the top of the 7th inning, where the Twins have to break this tie and Tanaka's not exiting the game. Here is Vargas leading off. Hard hit line drive, but this one doesn't have the same pop as the one we saw leave the yard earlier. How about Rosario? Nope. Pop that one up to deep short. That'll be gloved by Mateo in the outfield. Then it's up to Max Kepler, the right fielder, right up the middle, and it hops its way through slowly into center field. So the Twins have a little chance here. Eduardo Escobar's turn, trying to pull one past first, and that's played by Bird. Inning over, and on to the 8th inning we go. Jake Reed still in the game for Minnesota, as Brantley again goes down the third base line. 2 doubles that were pretty much identical. Brantley's 29th double of the season right there. And the Yankees just want 1 run, so they'll sacrifice to move him to third base. And the weak throw doesn't get the runner out. Ellsbury reaches, big mistake there by Minnesota. The door is wide open for New York as Ellsbury evades the tag, and that forces a fielder's choice, and the run scores. So great top of the inning here for the Yankees as they hope to keep it going, and Greg Bird launches one to the highest fence in the yard, and he'll clear it. Home run, New York, and now they've opened it up to a 4-1 game with their best pitcher on the mound dominating. Bottom 8 for Minnesota. Now things are feeling a little desperate as they're running out of time. Brian Pena lines out to center. Nico Goodrum will take one, though, off the leg as the Twins get the base runner. So here's a little chance, and Goodrum with good speed can run to second. And the throw is a little offline there from Sanchez, so Goodrum's in at second base. Buxton 2-0 count. Lines it hard to right field, but it goes foul. Very close. Then 2-2 going to third base, and that's foul. Can he split the difference? No, he can't. Strike 3 on the upstairs fastball. Here is Yunel Escobar with 2 down as the splitter misses wide. 2-1, that's also outside. Full count, outside again, a hit by pitch and a walk. That's enough to get Tanaka out of the game, but the Yankees have a great bullpen, so it wasn't necessarily the best news. Here's Will Smith coming into the game with a 3.61 ERA and dominating left-handed hitters. Unfortunately, Joe Mauer is left-handed, and he can't do anything against Smith, flying out lazily and leaving 2 on base. Twins go bottom 9, their last chance, as Dellin Betances hasn't had a great season. The ERA is really high. The Yankees staying patient with him. Deep fly ball from Rosario, but not as deep as Bird's home run, so that is caught. Last out for Minnesota, hot shot to third base. And there's Plouffe to first to end the game. Yankees get the win, 4-1, 11 hits. Twins only 5, and their only run coming on the Kenny Vargas solo home run. We waste a very good outing from Jesse Chavez because the offense couldn't get going, and then the bullpen falls apart toward the end. It's been a very consistent recipe for losing recently. So the Twins end up falling to the Yankees in all 3 games. We get swept. And right at the end of the game, Nick Birdy suffers a broken shin, and he won't be able to make it to the majors or play in the AA playoffs as the minor league season ends. The Rochester Red Wings were good but did not make it to the playoffs, while the Chattanooga Lookouts did by dominating the first half of the minor league season. So they're going to have a series against the Jackson Generals, which I definitely want to highlight in the next episode. I really enjoy playing the minor league stuff, and we have so many intriguing players down there that I want to see in, playoff action. And it's not looking like our Twins are going to be there, so let's enjoy it, even if it's AA. Here are the final AAA stats on the season. There are some standouts that we are going to see at spring training next year. Cole Stewart is a player that I have a lot of interest in seeing down the road. But what happened here is as soon as the minor league season ended, it automatically recalled all these players from AAA to the active roster. And I don't like that because I don't want all these players up here, and I wanted to see a couple of those players play in the minor league playoffs at AA. I wanted to see Maxwell Fowler there. So what did I do? I just sent him down to AA. I know it eats up one of the options that we can use, but I'm confident Fowler's going to be at spring training next year and be in our starting rotation. And I want to have Nick Gordon down there too and see him play in the AA playoffs. But we'll get to that next episode. It'll be all about the AA team. But for now, we have another matchup at home in this series against the White Sox. We took the first game from them, trying to take another. This is Yunel Escobar down the right field line as McCutchen comes in to make the catch. And here he is in the batter's box. 30 home runs in his first White Sox campaign, and he sends one to center sharply for Buxton. The catch is made. On the mound for us in this game is Steven Gonzalez, who has struggled recently, but needs to come back with a big start against the White Sox, and this is a good start as he strikes out Anderson. Here in the third, Jose Abreu fouls off the inside fastball, and the 2-2 swung on and missed. That is his strikeout pitch, that big knuckle curveball. Let's go bottom 3 for Minnesota. Brian Pena starting again, and Brian Pena, stay fair. It does. Home run, Minnesota. Not known for his power, but he shows it off here when the Twins need it. Solo home run down the right field line, number 6 on the season. A slim lead here for the Twins as we jump ahead to the 5th. This is Peter Borges at bat, drawing the count full, and popping one behind Pena, who turns, and he can make this catch. With 2 down in the inning, they go back to Andrew McCutchen, who grounds it softly to the right side. Nice play by Escobar with a spinning throw. 5 scoreless innings from Gonzalez as we go bottom 5. Rosario bounces one through the right side, base hit for the Twins. Then it's Pena, homered earlier, and will follow it up with a single, again past second base, 2 aboard, as the Twins make a change, calling on A-Ray Adrianza to pinch hit in the place of Nico Goodrum. Adrianza's first major league at-bat of the season, he lines it into left center field. Base hit, and that is going to bring home another run for Minnesota, 2-0 Twins. Gonzalez still going strong in the 6th inning as Anderson pokes one into right, and it does fall in right in front of Max Kepler. White Sox need to get something going, and then a line drive to third base. That's easily caught by Escobar. 2 down for Chicago. Line shot again. Backhanded by Kepler. And the inning comes to an end. Twins keep blanking the White Sox as we go into the 8th. Now Tom Wilhelmsen in the game. McCutchen right side. Playable. Routine play is completed. And with 1 out, here's Anderson again. Upstairs with the fastball. He doesn't like the call, but it was in the zone. Let's go to the 9th inning now with Glenn Perkins looking for save 39 on the season. 2 down, and here's Garcia to third base. Escobar with the spinning grab, and there you go. Twins get the win against the White Sox. They had to start winning these home games, and this time they get it done. Solid win here. They get the shutout. Steven Gonzalez bounces back. They don't put up a lot of runs, but that hasn't happened in quite some time now. So just taking it game by game, that's solid to win those 2 against the White Sox. We did lose the next game, however, so the Twins fall to 68-70. That takes us right to the beginning of the Lookouts playoff series against the Jackson Generals. We'll go into that next episode. For now, the Twins lost some ground this episode. They're now 7 games out of the wild card hunt. And with every passing day that we can't close the gap, it's even less likely that we're going to make it to the playoffs. So here is the AA roster you can look forward to seeing next episode when we go through this Generals series. Hopefully we get some fun games here with the young talent that might be the future of this franchise. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video and the return here of sorts to the Twins franchise. Please leave your feedback down below in the comments section. Subscribe to the channel. And I will see you with another episode soon. Tomorrow, the Kalispell Dynasty recruiting video will be up, and I'll see you then. Have a great day.